This is probably gonna come off sarcastic, but I'm coming out dead serious. I actually feel really bad for Joe Rogan. Like, he just wants to do his fucking show. You know, he doesn't want to have to deal with politics and all the fucking bullshit that goes with it. And he's got a very popular podcast. So he can't really help but be heard by a lot of people. And when you're heard by a lot of people and you say the wrong thing, right? But Joe Rogan seems to be a man who believes in what he believes in. I don't think he's doing it just to keep his, I don't even know what the fuck. To just not have to deal with people constantly screaming at him on Twitter or whatever the fuck it is. Like, he just wants to do his show, man. So, whenever he gets political in any way, it always turns into a thing. So, Joe Rogan came out and said that he would rather vote for Trump than Biden. Kind of what he meant was, I would vote for somebody's dog over Biden. I would vote for anybody over Biden. Because Biden is not doing well. So, like, that was kind of his thing. But Joe's kind of always been more on the left. He's not a leftist. He isn't crazy. But he's always kind of leaned more left. And he said that, he's very confused. Well, I think I might be able to help Joe Rogan out. I think I can clear up his confusion. See, what do you think of when you think of, like, your standard right-wing Republican conservative? Right? You think of the dude in the three-piece suit holding the Bible that's constantly just pointing at it and then at you because you're doing something wrong, and they don't like anything. They don't want you to do anything. Don't do anything fun. No drinking. No drugs. Don't do anything. Right? That's, keep your nose to the grindstone, kid. Keep learning. Grow up and make lots of money. Right? At one point in time, they were like that. And there was a lot of reasons back then why they were like that. And as a people, throughout all the time that we've been here, we've just simply had to evolve. We've had to. We got to a point where, tribes was just killing each other off, so we have to kind of coalesce into bigger groups, right? You start off with one person, they run into two people and find out life's better with two people. It's easier. You got two people to do shit, right? So then you get more people together and they grow up in the little hamlets, or whatever you want to call them, villages, right? And they kind of go, well, we should probably build some shelter for all of us. Boy, isn't it going to be easy to do that when there's so many of us to help, right? And we figured that shit out, and now we've evolved into societies like we have that are pretty much country-based, right? And within our country, we have the special circumstance of state-based, loyalties and shit like that. Generally, that's sports, though. But now, the winds, they are changing. We are evolving again. And during the Obama years, the Republicans evolved. They realized what it was people were trying to say with Obama. We want to have our freedoms. We want to be free to do whatever we wish to do. We want to be free. And the Republicans went, that's what you want. And now we got Donald Trump, who, for those of you who don't remember, ran as a Democrat last time he ran for president. Right? Because now the Republicans have just kind of evolved. We don't really care so much anymore if you're black. That was never really a Republican thing, but nevertheless, for those who took it up and made it a Republican thing, don't really care anymore. Like the whole racism thing, for the greater portion of us, just fucking meaningless. It's bad business. Like, we're all here. It's done. We become the melting pot. This is what we wanted. We're here. It's good. It's fine. It's just people. People from different places bring different flavors to life. That's it. That's all. So, enjoy the fact that people are different from you. It's a lot of fun. We don't care what your skin color is so much anymore. There's still people who are hanging on to it, but don't worry. They're a dying fucking breed. For the most part, people just don't fucking care anymore. And honestly, for the most part, nobody gives a shit if you're gay. Like, there's still people that are holding on to the marriage thing and all that shit, but I think for the most part, marriage is legal and nobody fucking cares. Nobody really gives a shit. Like, it's not something that matters to us anymore. It's certainly not matters right now. Nobody gives a shit right now. But, like, it just got to a point where nobody cared anymore. And then, you know, everybody wanted their group. Everybody needed their recognition because they saw so many other people were getting recognition. Well, I've got a special group of my own. And it just got to be obnoxious towards the end of Obama. And then when Trump got elected, the fucking needle just wound off of the fucking dial. Like, it's just... shit is so fucking lunatic right now. Well, I mean, not right now. The coronavirus has pretty much put an end to all that shit. But, you know, where it got to, at least, it was fucking unreal. Had a bitch earning thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands. She made like $35,000 or some dumb shit like that. Lots of money. She made lots. I don't know what the fuck she made. $5 is a ridiculous amount. She made a lot of money to do videos where she talked about racism and homophobia and sexism in video games. I mean, that... this is like... I mean, it's so close to saying, well, Django Unchained, that's a really racist movie. They use the N-word in it a lot. It's a period piece. They used the N-word a lot back then. This is like, it's... And the black dude wins at the end. What the fuck? It's so obnoxious, and it's so frustrating, and it tapped into everything. It tapped into everything. There was no facet. It was like the coronavirus. There was no facet of life that was untouched by identity politics and leftism. It became such a thing, and it took over everything. And the Democrats, who cannot come up with their own ideas, said, this is what we think now, I guess. And they just ran with it because 3% of their voting bloc was really loud, and this is what we think. And now that monster has grown to the point where it's now holding actual sway over our lives, and oh my God, we're just fighting back in every way we possibly can. But with that change, that hard push to the left, a lot of people got left behind. And the right has just kind of been moseying. You know, just like people on the left, at the far wall of the left, they're pushing with all their fucking might. And right behind them, they've got a whole lot of people fucking holding on to their shirt tails. And then there's a whole lot of people looking around fucking confused. And then you've got people, now we're getting into the right, and they're just kind of moseying along, slowly not looking nastily at people who are gay. You know, like we're just catching up to only really caring about the important shit. And with Donald Trump said, I only care about the important stuff. And everybody went, oh, finally. And we voted him in. And everybody in the beginning, everybody goes, why is it in the first 2 years when Donald Trump controlled everything, he didn't get anything done? Look, first of all, he got a lot of shit done. Remember how he was doing a whole lot of executive order signing? It became 5 million fucking memes. Oh, a cat picture. Like, you know, that whole shit, how he was doing that the first 2 years and hasn't really done it very much since. It's a pretty special event when he does the shit nowadays. It's not because it's all just done. It's because he can't anymore. Because that was everybody, rubber stamp shit. You know, I can just do this and nobody's going to complain because I control everything. Right? It becomes a problem after it's done, not before. You just wait till somebody to bitch about it, you know? Like, and a lot of people did. A lot of states sued. Anyways. The reason why is because Donald Trump had just come off of a world tour roast of every fucking major Republican in the party. You know, that was kind of an issue, so a lot of guys just wanted to vote against him because, fuck him. Right? You had John McCain and all that shit. And fucking, you had a lot of pushback from all directions. The Democrats were pushing against everything he did because Orange Man bad. And the Republicans, half of them were pushing against everything he wanted to do because Orange Man insulted me fucking 2 weeks ago. You know, and then a lot of people were just kind of like, and, right? And now we fast forward to all of the wonderful accomplishments that he did, you know, before 3 months ago, and everybody's all of a sudden on fucking board with him. Lindsey Graham all of a sudden came around, Mitch McConnell came around. All the Republicans now fucking support the president. And it's not because he's paid them all off, or he's fucking... It's not some clandestine fucking thing. They're not all demon possessed now. He didn't do a ritual over every one of them as they slept or some fucking weird shit. He just convinced them through merit and deeds that he was alright at this. You know? But the left doesn't believe in merits and deeds. They believe everybody should be treated equally. Except Donald Trump. He's a pawn scum. But nevertheless, right? So, yeah, so here come all the people on the right, and then there's all these gay people that are like, oh my god, I am now in amongst all these people on the right, and all the people on the right are like, hey, how you doing? And they go, I'm gay, just as like a reflex, just out of terror, and they go, I'm not, and like, whatever, you're weird, and then they just continue to meander through the political spectrum into what will eventually be just the center. And then you're going to have the Republicans that are just going to be all the center-thinking people that are just concerned about the important shit. And then you're going to have all the people at the left still bashing at that fucking wall because they all want socialism. So, yeah. That's where the confusion comes from. You're now in amongst the wolves, and you found out that the wolves are civilized and just different types of sheep, really. They're just different sheep that think a different way. So, you know, right? Like that's what's going on. For those who are just, you know, figuring it out, or maybe I finally described it in a way that you were able to visualize, or you know, just makes sense for you. But like, I've known this shit since I was a kid. I was like, oh, well, this racism thing can't last. Right? Like, because I know black people. You know, like, it's not something that's going to last, right? And no, it isn't. So, yeah, like, we're evolving as people. And we've put ourselves in situations that we have had to adapt to. And it's how you adapt. You accept the situation you're in and think about the solution instead of the problem. There's all these black people in this country now. What will they do? What will we do? They're all so free now. It's only us almost. Oh. And then you come to find out nothing's fucking happening, really. And as time goes on, nobody fucking cares anymore because it's part of life now. It's where we are. We went, oh my God, and then we said this is a problem, and then it didn't turn out to be a problem so much, and the solution was get used to it. We'll just move on. Like, oh my God, all these gay people, gay TV shows, and it's gonna make my kids gay, and nope. Turns out people are just people. And if your kids are gay, it's because they were gay. And that's just fucking, there you go. They were just gay. And gay people are kind of like normal people, except they're just not into the same shit you're into in bed. I imagine that there is a lot of shit I am into in the bedroom that a lot of you would not be into. I can almost guarantee it. Does it make me almost like a gay person then? People start thinking like that and go, well, you know, the jokes get told. Right? You get somebody who's clever or funny, and they decide they want to fuck with somebody who's not as clever and funny as them. And you get the really homophobic dude at work talking about, I would never fucking do with no faggot. Right? And he goes, well, what is it about gay people that you don't like? You suck dick. You don't like that they suck dick? No, I don't like that they suck dick. Well, would you like a chick to piss on you? Fuck no. I like when girls pee on me. Does that make me like a gay person to you? Do you hate me now? People don't know how to fucking handle that shit. And then everybody in the room busts up, right? Because got him. And then all of a sudden, everybody's now looking at that dude and his beliefs like, we all just got done laughing at you. Right? Because he made a stunningly good point. I don't like getting peed on either. So, you know, like, that's some Philly shit. And I think the same way about getting fucked in the ass. I don't like the idea of it. So, it's really no different if people start to think of it like that. Oh, I know a gay guy. Fucking Steve down there. Yeah, flaming guy. Fixes my car. Really weird. You know, like, shit that happens. And we get to a point where we just don't care anymore because everybody knows a gay person, or everybody knows a black person, or everybody knows a Chinese person, or everybody knows somebody from some subsect of life because intersectionality. Right? Like, we're all the same fucking person down to our core. We're all just different in various little ways. That's what makes us interesting. And a lot of people on the right have just figured that out. And they've given up the, you can't curse anymore. Because everybody loved the Osbournes. And they saw how much they cursed. And everybody went, well, fucking eh. And then it just kind of, it grew a little lax. Like, as time goes on, we just kind of grow more lax as a society. But we don't need to get that lax. Like, that's pretty fucking lax. I mean, I'm looking to your right, but it's my left. That's pretty fucking lax, man. Like, so it's not that you're confused. It's that you just don't realize where you are anymore. You got to keep up with the changing times. The Republicans aren't the same people that they used to be. There's a lot of shit they just don't fucking care about anymore. Like I said, and if I save it in the comments with the I know there's a lot of states that still don't allow gay marriage. There's a long fucking way to go. There's a lot of people still holding on. Bear in mind how old they all are. They're all in their fucking 80s and 90s and shit. They ain't gonna last too much fucking longer. And you've got a lot of young people that are getting in there now. And Who do you think's going to be running it in the next 10 years? You think it's still going to be the 80-year-olds? They're going to be dead. Or like Joe Biden, put out to pasture. Eventually. But, so, that's the way it goes. That's the way it's going. And now that we've found where, where the wall is, in the large void of space that is just the political spectrum, now that we've found essentially the wall, just destroying our society, we can kind of go, alright, maybe we'll go a little bit more to the center, and then this is where we stay, because this is good, right? Maybe we get there. And then you just have crazy fucking people we can ignore, and fucking smart, rational, fucking thinking people that we can listen to. People that, care about the important shit.